Alright, this is just shit my mom did. The fucking something part. Anyways, my mom is a pretty ego-driven person. She doesn't think she is, but oh boy, she is. Like, there'd be times where my stepdad would do renovations on the house, and she's one of those type of people where she's showing the house around. She's like, "Oh yeah, we did this, we did that." She says "we" when it was only one, it was all one person's work. So she kind of like half gives herself credit for doing it, and when the person like, "Oh, it looks really good," she's like, "Oh yeah, thank you," blah 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 blah. Like she then takes the compliment for it. It's like, what the fuck? So like, when you're dealing with somebody who is actually like that, it's kind of fucking crazy because you don't know when they're going to take that mental snap and take credit for something that you did or that they didn't do. Actually, I'm going to even just interrupt right now and tell this little short story. There's many times where something happened at school that day, and me and my friends would either skip school or be after school smoking weed at the house, and mom would overhear what we were talking about. She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember when that happened." We're like, "How could you remember how that happened? That literally just happened today." And then she's like, "Oh well, I remember you guys saying something like that about," and we're like, no, we never literally talked about this person. Like, it's a new kid at school, they got in a fight with them, and it was like in this class, and it was like the first, like, I don't know, this never happened before. She's like, "Well, you said something like this before, I'm sure you have." We're like, "Okay, well, doesn't matter, whatever you think you remember, it's not what happened. And anyway, stop interrupting me and my friends' conversation, that's annoying." And then that'd be that. But then, you'd bring up some fucking story of something she was there for, something she herself actually legit did. For an ego-driven person who always wants to take credit for stuff, this would be her moment to shine. And she's like, "I don't remember ever doing that." And you're like, "Motherfucker, how can you remember things that I haven't even told you yet, but you don't even remember things you goddamn well did?" Like, that's fucking craziness to me. That is actually fucking insane. So let's jump to today's story, shall we? My fucking stepfather went to go make Thanksgiving fucking dinner one year, right? So he's got the turkey, the stuffing, all that shit, the whole shebang. And I guess over the phone, my mom told her grandparents and her dad that she was cooking the turkey dinner, and that she had made this nice feast, and come on, it'll be ready in about 2 hours, so make your way over whenever, yada yada. And in the middle of dinner, I can't remember which fucking grandparent it was of mine, but one of them asked, "Oh, this is good, what you put in it?" And Ferg, not knowing that my mom had already lied on the phone saying she fucking cooked it all, he just said, "Oh yeah, I put some garlic powder, a little bit of this, that, and then I put some dill in the fucking," just starts describing how he made the food before my mom could say anything. And she's just fucking sitting at the table with that, like, she jaw dropped, but that's like a scowly type of, when someone drops their jaw, like, "I can't believe you just backstabbed me." Like, the way how a Kardashian would feel backstabbed over somebody not picking the same drink that they did because they said it was so good. "Trust me, you gotta try it." And they're like, "No, I'll have a Shirley Temple instead. Your Orange Crush sounds shitty, Kardashian." And then they'd say back there, be like, "I can't believe they just backstabbed me like that." So my mom's staring at my stepdad like a fucking Kardashian. And this is like fucking goddamn, like, I don't know, pre 9/11. So when my grandparents fucking leave, as soon as the door's shut and the grandparents are out of hearing distance from the door, my mom instantly goes to my stepdad. She's like, "Why the fuck did you have to go tell my parents that you cooked dinner tonight?" And one, my stepdad is like in confusion with what the fuck, why wouldn't I fucking tell them I made cooked dinner? Two, why can't you just be fucking grateful that the food was cooked? Three, why would you lie about something you didn't do? You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, it caused an argument. It was pretty fucked up. Like, my stepdad still brings up that story to this day. I actually wish he was here right now so he could, chime in his 2 cents, because he'd be like, "Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. That happened. Like, I saw the psycho look in her eyes." I'm like, man, as many stories as I tell about, mom, that like I was forced being born out of her. Like, that's my mother. I don't have a choice. Like, I share the same dark DNA that she does. You married her. You had a choice in that. You said I do. That being said, that is the end of this story. This one's a rather short one. Oh, hey, Grandpa, what's up? Oh, I thought I was going to be Ferg. I was expecting him to be in here any moment.
Okay, alright.
See, told you I was going to interruptions on my podcast show. Anyways, that is the ending to this week's episode. Join me next week as we talk about, probably the time I cut my penis off. All right, take care, everybody. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.